Okay, hello. Today I'm editing a video. I'm gonna post this in Discord. Get this all up and running. There we go. Posted in Discord. I'm gonna wait a little bit to start because I want people to get here. Also, I am not doing a soda review. I'm just drinking a regular ass Rockstar, sugar-free actually. And it's lukewarm because I didn't chill it before I yeah. A real video. Yes. Also, alright, so I'm drinking this Rockstar. I gotta ask, what flavor is a Rockstar and fucking what do you call it? Hold on, let me start from the top. What flavor is Rockstar and Red Bull supposed to be? Like, what are those two drinks supposed to taste like? Because they taste exactly the same. And I'm gonna look this up. Hold on. What are wait? What red? All right, fucking. What is Red Bull supposed to taste like? What the fuck? Like, here's the thing on Reddit. What is Red Bull supposed to taste like anyhow? Like a lemon that has been sexually assaulted by cough syrup. Yeah, that sounds about right. It does taste like crap, but it fucking works when you need caffeine. It's so odd. Like it's just its own in its own realm of flavor. Which is I guess why they make Rockstar in like 1,000 different flavors because the original regular one tastes like shit. And for whatever fucking reason, I got the regular flavor instead of like the good flavors. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. All right, Trico Everfire, Flemmi, BB Big Daddy, how's it going, all of you? Today I am working on a video about let's see. Sleeping should do the trick. Sleeping doesn't function like caffeine. Today I'm working on a video about this shit. Fucking this shit. Alright. So, Steven Universe Future. Alright, I'm just finishing this video. I just wanted to stream it while I was doing it. And I'm about, like, a third or almost halfway done with it. Shouldn't take too long to do this, but I just wanted to stream it. And I wanted the caffeine to keep me focused. Because caffeine is like a lesser fucking it's like Adderall but like less potent. Yeah. Sleeping makes you more tired. Yeah, kinda. Like when you wake up you're just groggy and like there's nothing you can do about it. That's just always how it's going to be. So yeah, I don't want to sleep before fucking starting a big project. I just like peak creativity hours for me is like later in the day anyway. I don't know why that is, but it just is. All right. Okay, so I've got a bunch of shit in my other monitor and it's like windows overlapping other stuff. Friend Dragon, how's it going? We've got I have this turned down. I think the video's turned down enough. Yeah. You probably won't be able to hear the actual sound from the video, but that's fine because it'll get confusing with my voice and the what do you call it? My voice and the goddamn fucking I can't speak because I'm like trying to focus on stuff at the same time. Ah, god damn it. And like read chat and like yeah. What I'm trying to say, all right, from the top, from that sentence, the beginning of that sentence, I don't like to have, when I'm editing a video, I don't like to have the volume of me editing turned up because my voice streaming and my voice in the video gets confusing. And it might also get me a copyright claim, but that's less part of it. Also, this is how I've been doing this because I just downloaded a fuck ton of clips of this show because I can't get it off Pirate Bay because there's nothing uploaded to Pirate Bay for whatever reason. Usually that's how I get cartoons into my videos, but I just couldn't do that. I'm not doing... No, that's never happening, Trico. This is just general my thoughts on the show. All right, so this is an interesting way. So you hit I to go in, and then you can play or like find the part where you want it to go. This is on the source monitor, or yeah. And then you hit O, and then you take this, you click this little icon, and you drag it, and then there's that clip that you just selected. There we go. All right. So I'm just like double clicking on these things. Yeah. There's like a bunch of stuff out of the monitor that I'm working in, but most of the stuff is in here, so it shouldn't get too... You won't get too lost if anyone's actually here to watch me edit, or if you're just here to listen to me talk and chill and fucking, you know... Another... What happened to chat? Everyone was chatting for a little bit and then chat died. I like to read shit while I'm doing this. Until the video comes out, which might be tomorrow or Friday, I'm just gonna give my kind of sum up my thoughts on this show, because like this is like a mini review kind of, even though the fucking whole thing is like 12-13 minutes long. It shouldn't exist. Like there's no reason for it to exist. Steven Universe should have ended at Change Your Mind. The future was, or the movie was nice, but this show is pretty unnecessary. And I say this show because the Steven Universe future is, for all intents and purposes, a spin-off and not just a continuation. What clips have I not used? Oh, I haven't used... It actually shows... Okay, I'm going to show you what this is. So this is the window that I'm grabbing from, so I can actually like scroll to the part that I want to start it, and then I double click, and it shows up exactly on that part. Or not quite, but you know. But if I want to... I want to make sure, like, have I used this clip in the footage yet? It shows me. I can just mouse over this. Video used one time, audio used nothing. Or audio never used. But it contains audio. So these ones without the icon says that I have not used these clips yet, which is helpful. So I think I can grab just from here and it pulls both. And if I grab this, it drags just the video, and if I drag this, it grabs just the audio. Which is interesting. I'm learning stuff about Premiere every time that I use it. Like the other day I just learned about fucking this. Like I can, if I also do, where is it? I'm like this one. This shit. Oh, it's not showing up. I can like adjust the exposure. What? Does it not work on this clip? Oh, because I'm not in here. And like fuck with the exposure and like make it extra orange and green. Saturate the fuck out of it. Or just Oh yes. I can make it super like blurry. This is probably not coming across properly on YouTube, but like if especially if you're watching on like a phone or like a smaller screen than what I'm actually editing on, but like yeah, there's a bunch of like cool stuff you can do with this. And this, like make this fucking cool. Yeah, it's just cool, and then I can just kill it all by ah shit. Oh god. That's just I'm gonna have to color correct some live footage that I made. Finally, this showed up. Alright. This is cool to work with. The Lumetri scopes. This one I don't... Oh, shit. I don't work with the histogram at all. Why is it, like, laggy? Oh, it's because I'm streaming. And this is, like, rendering on the same fucking hardware. Yeah. Cool stuff. If I, like, play this back... If I... It will let me... It's just showing how much of a color is on the screen. It's interesting. But that's boring. Let's go back to making a video about Steven Universe, and then this is maybe my last Steven Universe video ever, but I don't know that yet for a fact. All right. I don't like that. I don't like how that cuts right there. Oh yeah, I had to like scream for this video. Like I was screaming into my mic and I was I was like self-conscious about it because I was like, oh, my upstairs or downstairs neighbors might hear me fucking screaming into my microphone. And yeah, that's all I have to say about that. It didn't come across like I was screaming in the video, but I did scream because I had the volume turned down a lot. Ah, that was my fucking thumb. Yeah, crack it right in the microphone. Hold on. Yeah, yeah. There we go. I can't stop. I gotta do all of them now until I can't do it anymore. All right, that feels like it's about it. I'm sorry if you don't like knuckle cracking sounds, but I gotta limber up when I'm editing, and I also gotta take a sip of my Rockstar. Yeah, bones breaking. Yeah, I'm breaking my fingers on stream. I'm like playing. I just noticed this. You can actually play the thumbnail. It's just playing. I hit space to play this, but it was playing in the other window. All right, I gotta find. This is what I need. Save image. This crap. I'm like, this is awful. This fucking release schedule for Steven Universe. It's the same. It's like the same crap that we're dealing with. Let's make this a one. What the shit? My I forgot my Google Home, my clock, my little robot slave on my desk keeps giving me reminders out loud now, where it's like I have a yeah. What do you mean gulping noises? Is that me? That's not me. Also, it's not ASMR because I don't have stereo set up. I only have one microphone. I guess you could do fucking ASMR with the Blue Yeti, but that would be shit. That would be hot garbage. Also, you like this crap? Oh, it doesn't work. Hold on. Come on. All right. This. Remember when this happened? Yeah. Oh no, I was looking up loss. When fucking Teen Titans Go was everything except for 2 episodes of Steven Universe. Those were dark times. Okay, so needed to animate this. Oh shit. That's not what I wanted. Position. My mouse is going nuts, and I don't know why. I think I need a new mouse pad is the reason that I am guessing. And also, I'm gonna do something fancy schmancy with this. Can I? Yeah, I can. Oh. Oh yeah, dude, drink fucking more water. Like everyone right now, if you don't have a cup or bottle of water next to you, go get one and just keep it like with you at any given time. Just so if you get thirsty at all, you just start drinking it. Because like a lot of issues, like mental or like sleepyhead issues, can be solved by just drinking enough water. I'm not saying that it's like a cure for depression or whatever, like clinical depression, but it helps. It makes life a lot better. How long does it take for Steven Universe to get good? I'd say halfway through season 1 is when it gets good. Like first half of season 1 is really rough. But the rest of it is pretty good, except for that there's one part I can't remember what season it was, but like where Steven and Connie are acting like edgy assholes to each other, and yeah, Steven Universe Future, it's not good. It's not well. If you like the original series, like you can go watch it. It's not awful, but it's not the greatest. Like if you don't want to watch it, just don't. Hmm. What are my thoughts on Lars and Sadie splitting up? I don't care because they're townies, and I don't care about the townies. Like it doesn't matter to the rest of the show at all. But it made for one really stupid episode. I'll tell you that. Like the episode where uh the episode where that was revealed was literally the worst episode in the entire season of this bull crap. Like the episode here that I'm it's a middle finger to the fan base. Well, see here, I'm not like part of the fan base. If you can't see my air quotes, just know that there's giant air quotes around those few words. But yeah, I just don't care. It is the least consequential thing that I can think of right now. It's Okay, so interestingly, I have not reused clips yet, or I haven't. I still have unused clips that I'm dragging from. Yeah, there's a lot worse stuff that happened in this show than that. I don't know. I know a lot of people seem to be hung up on that, but like, why? Like, why is that the thing that's getting people? Also, J.K. Rowling is a complete dumb shit anyway. Like it doesn't matter what she like retroactively did. She's just kind of a stupid idiot. But like even disregarding the like retrofitting characters' dicks into men's assholes that J.K. Rowling is doing, she is just kind of a dipshit. Uninformed, like tries to appeal to people, to a demographic she has no knowledge of, if that makes sense. Check this lad out. Check out frickin' Sunstone. Yeah, she's riding on her fame too much. Like she thinks that now that she has like one of the most influential series of books that's ever been published, she thinks she's the most influential person in the world, and that's just not true. And I feel like a lot of celebrities think this is just a common thing with celebrities, is that they think they know what they're talking about when they talk about like big topics like politics or like climate or just big issues like all that. But they really don't, because yeah, they've never been in parts of shit like that. It's like Ricky Gervais when he hosted the, what was it, the Golden Globes, or what was it that he hosted? Hold on. He did a speech at the beginning of it, and he said like, don't get up and lecture people about politics because you don't have any right to tell people what they should think about politics. And he's completely right. And then people got up on stage and talked about politics anyway because they're dumbasses and they think they know what they're doing. That's my 2 cents. Also, I'm not telling people online who I'm voting for because they shouldn't care. Like, that's none of their concern. All right, so I'm going to hit the BRB real quick. Oh, God. Overlaid text. Because I need to do this. Damn it. All right. All right, so this video I talk shit about the round table, so I'm screenshotting their fucking YouTube channel. I am calling them the fuck out. I just need like a basic screenshot. I might screen record it. I don't know. But here's how you do screenshots in Windows. This is what I have learned that is really nice. Here we go. If I go back to my window here. So I want to do full screen. No, I want to do full screen not in OBS but in what do you call it? In Chrome. All right, so here's how to do it. Windows key, Shift S. I don't know if you can see that on screen because it's not showing up, like everything on my screen is paused right now. But I don't know if you can see what's happening right there. Could you see that? Oh yeah, you can. All right. And you can just screenshot little segments. It's pretty nice. Also, these guys are assholes, and I am not assholes, but they're dipshits, and I am fucking pissed at their existence. That's why I'm talking about them. It's not even like ugh. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be curious. I'm not like excited, but I would be curious to see what Rebecca Sugar does after Steven Universe is done. Maybe she'll make a new show that's like even better, like better than the original. Or maybe she'll just get on a soapbox and start like talking about politics that she doesn't know about. Who knows? Could be anything. Could be both. All right, so once I close this out, once I like get back out of my BRB screen, whatever that may be, this now, you'll notice that I have Premiere, Audition, and Photoshop and OBS running at the same time, which is why I have like 16 gigs of RAM, is so I can just run all of these at the same time. Maybe she turns into a dragon and burns down a dwarven village so she can take residence in its mountain full of gold. Hey, that sounds like a game I just played recently. The game in question is Dr. Mario on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Okay, I'm just gonna freaking screen cap this. So watch this. Uh, what is it? Alt X, and here's my thing that I can. If I hit, what was it? Alt Shift F10, I just save. No, Alt F10 saves the last 5 minutes of whatever was happening on my screen, but I can just record just by hitting Alt F9 or start here. And I just want to be on here, get out of this, and then I'll just like slowly scroll once that goes away. I'll just scroll at a nice speed. Look at this trash. Look at all the trash on this channel. Wow. When you scroll through it like this, you get a real scale of like how much trash there actually is. Holy shit, it just keeps going. It just keeps going. Yup, alright. It just keeps going. Wow. Wow, alright. That's enough of that. Jesus Christ. Yeah, maybe they might give her another cartoon if she like ever makes another one, which I think she did. Also, did you know Rebecca Sugar? Let me see if I can find this. Hold on. Long before Steven Universe was ever a thing. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, hell yeah, there it is. I can't show this on stream, but long story short, she drew Ed, Edd and Eddy Rule 34, and yeah, that's the whole story. It's really hard. Okay, so Game Start and Trico Everfire, you both have like really dark profile pictures, and it's making it tough for me to like tell you guys apart. So I might like read your messages improperly. It's really nasty looking Rule 34. I mean, like that's kind of a given, but it's you know, the lining is good, the artwork is good, but it's fucking nasty. Let me grab that footage that I just recorded. Oh right, I forgot. It like I have like 1,000 folders to go through to like get the stuff I just recorded. Here it is. So did it record my voice? I think it did. Also, actually, I can just check. It was recording my voice. Interesting. Unless it was recording from the wrong device, which could be a possibility. Look at how much fucking trash is on this channel. I can't get over it. Let me zoom in so my bookmarks are not on there. Not that I care that my bookmarks are on there, it's just ugly to look at. I need to pull in the thumbnail from my BioShock Infinite stream, which is easy to find because it's just in my photos, my pictures folder. And right click. God damn it. Scale to frame size. Scaled frame size, set to frame size are two different things. In case you're wanting to learn Premiere. If you're wanting to learn Premiere and you're coming to my streams to learn how to use Premiere, this is not the right place for you to be. I just want to let you all know that. just in case anyone's here to learn how to use Adobe Premiere. Imagine being broke. Imagine not having a job that can pay for Premiere. Because Premiere's like $20 a month. One way of learning is by watching other people working on it. I think the best way to learn a piece of software like Premiere is just to open it and start using it. And just like load some clips in and just mess with the settings and just see what turns out. Like when I was learning how to do, I'm going to actually do this now since I'm talking about it, but I need to color correct this. So all I did to learn how to do color correction in here was learn how to open this panel, and then I just started messing with these sliders until it looked nice. Which, yeah, basic correction, exposure, that's a little high. We want the temperature to be a little warmer. Actually, let's keep it, yeah, a little warmer would be good because my walls are actually this color. Yeah, that looks good. Contrast, maybe bring that up a bit. That looks pretty color corrected. Let's see how that looks. Here's not color corrected, and here's color corrected. Look at how much of a difference that is. I just learned how to do that like a day ago. Not a day ago, like over the weekend. Just by fucking messing around with sliders. And also using this tool. Which I can actually use this now because it's a little overdone. Except it's not like working fast enough. I think it's these highlights are too bright. Or the contrast is too high? I don't know. Bring the contrast all the way up. No, leave it like that. Saturation, boom. There's like pink me. I don't want to be pink. Also, look at this. I have this orange like safety vest in the background here. When I bring the colors up, I don't know if it's coming across that well over YouTube, but like the color on the orange is like the most orange I've ever seen. Like more orange than this is in real life. I could do Premiere tutorials in the future, but I'm really bad at that. I've tried writing tutorials because my dad specifically was like, oh, you should make tutorials on YouTube because frickin' everyone is making tutorials and they get a ton of views. And I'm like, no. And then he's like, do it. And then I did it and it was awful. So yeah, I just copied and pasted that same correction onto all the video, all of the clips. Let's see, how much more? I don't have too much more to do. I have like titles and stuff, and that's about it. Actually, want to copy this clip. Also, I learned to do this, Control D, and that just adds transitions to the beginning and end of the clips. What else? What else? What else? What else? Okay, I'm gonna rate stretch this so it looks longer. Since it's in 60 frames a second that I recorded that, it will look fine. Alright, so this is the part where I just need hold on. I need clips. Or I need profile pictures from two different people. Oh, I have his profile picture. What am I doing? On my computer somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, here we go. This is James. This is James's profile picture. His name is James. I don't remember the... What do you call it? Shit. What's his YouTube channel? Is it just youtube.com/TheApoke? Don't check it out now, but after the stream is done, you should check him out if you've never heard of him. I believe it's just youtube.com/TheApoke. Actually, let me type that in just to make sure. Yeah, it is. All right. Come on, I can't type. And the stuff is too big. Actually, let me just bring the size of this down. Center that. And then I have to get this other guy I got testimonial from. Let's see. No one's in chat. No one's chatting. Hey, chat. What did you have for breakfast today? What the fuck is his YouTube channel? I need his goddamn... Hold on. Ah. They he is. They he is. They he is. Sausage sandwich with onion and spinach. That doesn't sound bad. Stupid. Somebody stupid. This dude's channel name is Somebody Stupid. God damn it. I gotta fucking... I gotta copy, and paste attributes. Motion... Not time remapping. Alright. Oh, it needs to be bigger. Oh, it needs to be bigger. Alright. Let's bring this back up. I think this is like a 122. 122. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, boy. What was that fucking... What was that dude... That guy a long time ago was like Chad Warren? Is that the guy who's like saying with the Wii? Oh, the Wii is... The control looks like a dildo. And whatever that dude is. I did not have breakfast today. I woke up at 11:30 and I had lunch. The lunch was good. It was a chicken sandwich, had some roasted red potatoes, and I think that was it for lunch. And then I haven't had like a proper supper. I did, however. All right, so I gotta show you this. So, okay. These were on sale. These fucking cookies. Let me turn on my webcam. Actually, this is a better way to do it. These goddamn cookies. These things. This whole box today was fucking $4.50. That's stupid cheap. They're peanut butter. Like there's a bunch of options. I got peanut butter with Reese's on them. Because they're good, and I'm gonna eat one like right now because they're fucking tasty. Hell yeah. But this is gonna last me for like 4 days, and I'm gonna eat them all because this is my second one I'm having today, and I just bought them like an hour and a half ago. So I put a link. How about I just send... If you want to look this guy up, because he's pretty funny, here's the link. I'm just going to post it in chat to his YouTube channel. Hold on, let me get back to my window. So... Because he doesn't have a proper link yet. He only has 105 subscribers. He's doing good for what he's doing. But here's the link to his channel in chat if you want to check him out. because he's a cool dude. He comes to the streams all pretty often. He's not here tonight, but I'm using his voice in the video in this video, and he's really helpful. He's really nice. He runs a podcast. Yeah, check him out. Oh, this fucking Reese's Pieces makes me want to watch E.T. Every time I have Reese's Pieces, I want to watch E.T. because I haven't seen E.T. in eons. In eons. Listen how crunchy they are. Also, did you know fucking M&M's were offered product placement when they filmed E.T. and they turned it down? What a disaster that was. Okay, there's a ton of clips that I didn't use. Crazy. I'm gonna try to use up as many clips that I hadn't used as possible. Okay, let's see. Oh, this isn't big enough. All right. I hate when that happens and I have to go in here and um fucking scale to frame size. I couldn't find that. That list is so long that yeah. Oh, I gotta find this. Hold on. This is gonna be loud. Ah. And I gotta take a screenshot of something. Holy shit. I'm looking back at the fucking round table and I just can't get over how fucking trash everything is. My phone's going off. Hold on. I'm going to take this. Give me 1 sec. That was my dad calling. That was he was just fucking calling me on the phone, so I had to. I probably should have taken it. All right. So on the topic of podcasts, I told fucking Carl to not record another podcast until I get this video out for very specific reasons that you probably will see when I finish this video, or like when I play it. I'll finish it, I'll play it at the end of me streaming here. All right, so back to this. Okay, so let's see. So this is the part where I type dumb shit. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, there's nothing to paste. All right. This is a good clip. All right. So listen to this. I'm going to turn my volume up for this one. The original series ended off with a good chunk of unsolved mysteries. Stuff like who made the diamonds, what's in this chest in Lion's Mane, and what the fuck happened to Siberia. In the first 10 episodes of the new series, they answered a total of 0 questions. Instead, they were that's the whole thing. That was it. That's all I wanted to show for now. Like I said, I'll play the whole video at the end of the stream. I'll play it at a low resolution. I'll like set this to a quarter. I can't set it to 1/16, sadly. So then it'll play at like a really shitty resolution, so you can't screen cap it. I was considering like what to put for this when the drum roll happened, and I was I settled on jack shit just because it's funny. Because I could have put like drum roll and then it's just a 0, or drum roll and it's like nothing. But I put jack shit because I don't think enough people in the world say jack shit when they're referring to absolutely nothing. Ugh. Gotta eat more of the cookie. Low power. Give me the cookie. Alright, so I'm just gonna put some stupid. Hmm. I still have that Steven. Oh, this doesn't go higher. Oh, it does go higher. Hell yeah. That's what I wanted. Is for it to go higher. Ever higher. Even more. That's not like a lyric or anything, but it just sounds good. I'm just gonna continue that for these because I am gonna type a bunch of shit. I wanted to do this, and I'm not gonna like type it on stream because I want people to fucking scroll through my video once I'm done and have to actually read everything. It's gonna scroll by really fast. Somebody stupid has a podcast, yeah. His name is Carl, and he runs it, but apparently he doesn't own it. But he does literally everything on it, pretty much, and he runs the channel and hosts it and everything. I hosted it once when he was like sick or something. I don't remember. He was on it, he just didn't introduce it. It's called the Podcast, and it's hard to find on YouTube. Let's see if I can find it. Alright, here's the channel. I'm gonna post it in chat once again. And I haven't been on one of their podcasts in a long time. Here's the chat, the link. I was in number... Let's see, where did I start? I was in number 12, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, and that was the last one I was in. So, yeah, I am going to be in soon again. If you want to check me out, it's pretty much me talking like I am now. What else? Oh shit, you're here. Check out that link I posted, Carl. We're like, I guess your ears were burning because I've been talking about you. This is the video that I'm making about fucking Steven Universe Future that I was telling you about, that I'm using your goddamn voice for. So yeah. Check that shit. Get a big fucking shout out from me, you son of a bitch. Big ol' 3. How about that? Why is higher... Okay. I understand why this is, but I hate the fact that a higher value makes the thing go lower. It's just dumb. It's big stupid. Much like Carl is a big somebody stupid. I like how I named this audio clip yelling.wave. Yelling.wave. Just because I was yelling. Four. What is the consensus on Steven Universe Future? Zach the Cyclops, how's it going? Because I got my opinions, but I like to know, like, the general opinion of, like, everyone who's seen it. And I always form my own opinion before I ask something like this. And if I do ask something like this before forming my own opinion, I don't base my future opinion on what people say, which is a good way to live your life. Yeah, apparently BB Big Daddy wants to be on a fucking on a podcast. It started off well and went downhill quick. Yeah, the first 2 episodes were really good. I was like, oh, nice. Oh, shit, this is cool. And then they fucking. They. I don't know. I just. I'll keep watching it just out of. You know. Just because I can. We're jam packed with guests. Oh, what guests are we getting on, or do you not want to? Do you not want to say that all on stream? Like, do I know who they may be? Don't want to say. DM me, dude. I want to be on literally everything in the future. In the Steven Universe future. Oh yeah. DM me on Discord. I'll take a look. After stream. All right, because you don't want me to like accidentally, bring up a Discord on stream, which I think it would bring up on stream if I clicked on it. The only good episode you've seen on it is episode 11, but other than that, I think the rest is garbage. That's kind of a respectable opinion. Like, the 11th episode was pretty good. Like, the one with Peridot. Because Peridot is good, and that was, like, the most fucking character development that's ever happened with that character. Oh yeah, at the beginning of this video, I just want to say this on stream now as well. But at the beginning of this video, I announced that my cartoon, which is codenamed Project A at the moment, is in the phase of I'm going to start the storyboards soon. Like, the pilot is written. The script for the pilot is written. Volleyball is the best one. I don't think so. I kind of don't agree with that one. Because it's just Pearl, like, white Pearl with her white privilege. No. Steven's Pearl. It just can't get over whatever the fuck was happening with what do you call it? With the fact she can't get past the fact that fucking Pink Diamond was kind of a bitch, I have my face. Oh yeah, I got James in here too. Let me do this. Oh yeah, Carl knows what happens at the end of this video. I think I told you on Discord. Oh god, this is so large. Hashtag Voxbox 2020, boy. The big call out, you're right. Hashtag Voxbox 2020. Once I play the video at the end of the stream, it'll make sense to everyone. Let me put some. Let's see. Trebuchet is the. I needed it. Fucking. The text tool is still kind of finicky. It's so much nicer than it was in older versions of Premiere that I used to edit videos on. But it's still a little like it's a little touchy, Ah, God. I want this to fill. I want this all to fill the whole box. Oh, it barely does. All right, let's center that. There we go. Center justified. Yeah, I call someone the fuck out. I'm not going to say who yet. It might be pretty obvious with what I've been talking about this stream. But yeah, it's I'm calling someone the fuck out and he's going to fucking fight. I'm going to fight. Hold on. And that's, Carl, that's why I wanted you to wait on the podcast so we can just have a fucking podcast about, like... This table about to be flipped, you're right. I'm gonna flip his shit. Alright, let's see how this looks. I just want to scroll through it real fast before I make sure there's nothing. Alright, I think this is a good enough. Let's watch through. This is like a first draft of the whole completed video. So let's let me turn the volume up on stream. I will pipe down and we'll get to watch this, the first draft of this video. Cause I'm gonna do some touch-ups off stream. I probably will look for music on stream as well. Let's see. Alright, let's play go. 2 things. Number 1, this video was written and recorded before Steven Universe Future episode 11 and 12 have come out. So anything I say in this video may have changed after I watch those, but I haven't watched those, so you get this video. Second thing, I'm done with my cartoon pilot. I have the script written and I'm moving on to storyboarding. Stay tuned for more news on that. A year ago, I uploaded a video about how Steven Universe finally came to an end. When I made that video, I was under the assumption that Change Your Mind was going to be the last episode in the series, and the movie was going to be the last piece of Steven Universe that we got. I guess I was wrong, because now we have Steven Universe Future. Ugh. If you haven't been keeping up, Steven Universe Future is an extra season made to tie up loose ends that the first 5 seasons and the movie left. When the intro to the show was originally released, I was like, oh cool, more Steven Universe. I like this show, I might as well watch this. And then I watched it, and well, when I said Steven Universe was over a year ago, I now know that I truly meant it. Steven Universe Future is not a continuation of Steven Universe. This is, for all intents and purposes, a spin-off. It exists as its own thing, like the movie, separate from the original series. Already, this kinda doesn't work out though, since to understand what's happening in this new series, you had to see the original series and the movie. The movie kinda had that problem too, where you had to watch the original series to know all the characters, and understand things like fusion and whatnot. For someone who's seen the show, the movie was good. That's all I have to say on that. This new series though, oh boy. I do not like this. I still stand by my thought that the series should have ended after Change Your Mind. Like I said, the movie was nice, but honestly, I don't think it was necessary at all. But I honestly can say that I don't think Steven Universe Future should exist. I'm finding it hard to put my thoughts into something other than a numbered list, so that's what I'm going to do. Reason 1! They're not answering any old questions! The original series ended off with a good chunk of I have a mouthful of food right now, but I was just thinking, after we watch through this, I'm gonna put some effects on those, like the transition, like the numbers on my voice. or I scream out reason 1. Like, I want to have, like, an echo to sound like it's kind of just distant. All right, continuing. Unsolved mysteries. Stuff like who made the diamonds, what's in this chest in Lion's Mane, and what the fuck happened to Siberia. In the first 10 episodes of the new series, they answered a total of 0 questions. Instead, they were able to introduce new questions. The main one being, what is this pink power that Steven has now? Why would you make a final season to a show where the whole point is to solve the final mysteries of past seasons and immediately start by introducing new mysteries? If you don't start wrapping stuff up now, the roundtable is still just gonna keep making a new video every day, even though there's nothing new to talk about. I just want the roundtable to die already. Reason 2! The characters are all different and less enjoyable now. Steven is an asshole. He's a manipulative, micromanaging, workaholic control freak. You know how Steven was kind of annoying in the original show, like kid Steven? He's a kid, he couldn't help that he was annoying. Now we're dealing with annoying teenage Steven. Annoying teenagers are the worst human beings to exist. Believe me, I run a Discord server. In the first or second episode of the new series, Steven announced that he was a vegetarian, and I was all like, oh shit, here we go, we all know what kind of person he's turning into. In the 9th episode, Little Graduation is the best example of how Steven has changed for the worse. I swear Steven is more unlikable in this episode than he ever was in the original show and the movie. If you've seen this episode, you know what I mean. If you haven't, basically he imprisons all his old friends because he can't accept that sometimes people change. This makes no fucking sense because that's the entire point of the whole fucking show, and this jackass can't even learn the lessons he's trying to teach. Also, other characters exist. Lapis is bossy. Pearl still can't accept that Pink Diamond was kind of a bitch. Amethyst is barely in the new episodes. Garnet is boring now. Well, more boring than she was before. And all the townies are still the least interesting characters. And Onion. Onion is worse than ever. Reason 3. Forced moral lessons. I hate when shows do this. It feels so condescending. Kids shows are alright, like teaching kids to share and be nice and all that sappy stuff. Steven Universe Future is clearly targeted to an older audience, which seems to be just under my age. And when you're that old, you really hate being taught moral lessons. Here, let me give you a rundown of all the lessons from the first 10 episodes, in 10 words or less. Speedrun time! Some people will hate you for no reason. Accept it. Communism is bad and hurts everyone involved. Reminiscing about dead people is unhealthy and creepy. Some people are born bad and eventually turn good. Some people will hate you for no reason. Accept it. Don't overwork yourself. Don't overwork yourself. Some people are born bad and never turn good. People change. Get over it. Don't be afraid to voice your problems. There you go. I just saved you the time of watching through 10 episodes of this garbage. For an older audience, a show like this should really make you think for yourself, not tell you how to think. The original series even made me think for myself, and it never tried to spoon-feed me morals. That show was deep and thought-provoking, and this show feels like it's more for 18-year-old homeschooled kids who have never had a social experience in their lives. Fucking called out. Fucking really, like, homeschooled kids, I'm gonna bully them all the time, I don't care. They're designed to be bullied. Like, they're raised... They are, their upbringing is the perfect thing to bully someone, like homeschooled kids for real. It's absolutely crazy. Continuing. Hashtag bully homeschooled kids. Your dad is homeschooled? Then I'm gonna fucking bully him. Fuck it. He's gonna get bullied. What are you gonna do? Just don't be homeschooled. Or just don't homeschool your kids if you don't want your kids to be bullied. Reason 4. The release schedule is still made by morons. Fuck the release schedule. Fuck this herder, I'm gonna release 10 episodes because why not? Fuck waiting 2 months between episodes. I just want to go back to getting one episode, having an entire week to let it sink in and talk about it online, and then getting a new episode a week later, and repeat that for 5 or 6 months. Is that too much to ask? I'm not complaining about how long hiatuses are. Hiatuses between seasons can be 6 months for all I care. Miraculous Ladybug has been on hiatus since the beginning of December, and it isn't coming back until fall. And sure, I miss it, but getting new episodes every week sure made it a lot nicer. Having a 2-month hiatus, getting 10 episodes in 1 week, followed by another 2-month hiatus is just fucking annoying more than anything. Reason 5! I just want the roundtable to shut the fuck up already! Seriously, guys, you fuckers have made a new video about Steven Universe every single goddamn day. I mentioned this in my Bioshock Infinite stream. If you haven't watched the highlight video, you should. I wasn't even joking when I said the roundtable is trash. Imagine fishing for views as hard as this channel does. They released 37 videos about this fucking show since the last episode of the show was released. I thought it was sad when I was uploading Crystal Sins like 3 or 4 times a month, but these effortless clickbait fucking scum trash that comes out every single goddamn day just makes me sick. This is just a worse version of BuzzFeed about cartoons. I'm not the only one who thinks this either. I'm not talking out of my ass. I've got some testimonials from other people who think the same thing.
Man, oh man, in a tin can, I'm not a very big fan of the roundtable. The moment I realized that I was wasting my time watching the roundtable was that episode came out where Lars died and then Steven goes back home through that portal and he sees Lion. It was so incredibly obvious that the lion was a lion Rose had that died and then she brought it back to life. And the roundtable made like a theory video on it. And as soon as I saw that in my subscription, I was like, holy shit. Like, these guys are so thirsty for views that they will make a video on anything. Like, Steven could like drink a soda and then they'd make a video that would be like, oh, Steven, is he diabetic? He's drinking soda or something. Like they would just make a video on anything. They're so like hungry for views. And that's the thing that annoys me about like a lot of these cartoon theory videos on YouTube is that they'll just like take incredibly obvious things in these shows and just make a video analyzing it. We're smart enough to understand this incredibly obvious shit. Another thing I don't like about Roundtable is that they have these like really good artists, or maybe it's just one person, I don't know. They have these artists make these like fake leaked like images of Steven getting corrupted or something for their thumbnails. Like they're very good art, but it's clearly clickbait because like it's supposed to be like, oh, there's a leaked image or something for a new episode, and then it's just fake. It's just fake. It's just Ostrich Vox talking about some shit again, and it's like, oh my god, he just never stops.
The Roundtable is probably one of the worst, laziest, and all-around boring cartoon channels on YouTube. Well, them and VeilSkibum, but we're not talking about VeilSkibum right now. All the Roundtable does is make the same 30 videos on the same fucking thing, whether it be Steven Universe, Rick and Morty, Steven Universe, oh, and did I mention Steven Universe? All this channel does is milk the same thing, constantly saying the same shit and making dumbass theories that sound like it came from a 5th grader on hard drugs. And yeah, every now and then you'll see a video on, oh, I don't know, Gravity Falls, maybe something similar, even though that show ended 3 fucking years ago, I think. These guys talk about the same 3 or 4 cartoons every single video, and never have anything new to say. They're still talking about the Steven Universe movie. It was 6 fucking months ago, half a year ago. Let it go. There's nothing new to talk about. They bait people into watching the same shit by making dumbass theories from promos and leaked images and labeling them as reveals or the truth of cartoons. It's some of the laziest content I think I've ever seen from the cartoon community.
That's basically what this video boils down to. Steven... Shit, alright. So to answer your question, Carl, I don't think I will, just because it, like, I don't know, it just kind of fits. There's like a rhythm to it. It's just like, this background is like me talking and like just the black background. I could do something like kind of, you know how I do, what was it that I do, like I take the Gaussian blur and I do this and I just blur the fuck out of